What's up, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning into Rag House Radio. I'm your host, April Duran, interviewing girls and women doing badass things. We're going to have an awesome show tonight in studio right here. CEO, founder, Alissa Villa, founder of Marrano Beach Records.
Hi, everybody.
There you go. See, hear the crowd. They're so excited you're in the studio. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for coming on in.
I'm so excited and nervous, but I'm more excited.
You don't even look nervous. Look at how gorgeous she is. She's smart. Oh, what is it? Triple beauty, smart. Oh, wait. Brains, beauty, and body. Bam! And her boyfriend's right over here. I'm like, you're so lucky, dude. So it's all about entrepreneurship. It's all about CEOs. It's all about the success stories and the challenges and what just inspired her to launch Marrano Beach Records. But first, before we get any further, let's hear a word from our sponsor, Hotbox Vintage, out in South Pasadena.
Hi, I'm Delilah, and I own Hotbox Vintage in South Pasadena, California. At Hotbox, our goal is curating vintage pieces that you can't live without. Our collection includes everything from the 1940s to even the early 2000s. What excites us is eclectic and unconventional style, since there's no one-size-fits-all approach to fashion. Hotbox is priced for accessibility so that literally anyone can discover some vintage gems of their own. Plus, it's sustainable. Find us on Instagram and use code RAGHOUSE at checkout for 20% off your first order at hotboxvintage.com.
That's right. Alissa just said, Hotbox looks really cool. Yes, it is. Delilah, the founder, is awesome out there in South Pasadena. Make sure you check them out. Due to COVID, it's all online, hotboxvintage.com. Use the promo code RAGHOUSE for 20% off your first purchase. All right, here we go. Marrano Beach Records. Yes.
That's it.
Okay, first and foremost, and I'll say this again, this is raw, so I haven't asked Alissa anything. Hence the name. What's up with the name? Because I know I Googled it. I'm like, wait, do I not know like where this beach is at?
Okay, so yeah, actually a lot of people don't. So back in the day, like back in the day, a lot of our older friends and their families, when they were younger, they used to go to this place called Marrano Beach. And it was literally under like a freeway overpass, like under Rosemead. So basically, back in the day, it was like I guess it was a nice body of water and sand. So people would, parents would be like, we're going to the beach. And they think they're going to the beach, but they're going to Marrano Beach. But back then, that was actually their beach. So, no one complained. But man,
it wasn't an actual beach.
No. And we actually just went to go film the Ruffalo's music video, and it was awful. Dirty. Just
man.
But it gave a vibe.
There's history.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I think we went with it and just ran. Because, I mean, God, we'll sit in the garage for hours and people will just talk about the memories they have there.
Of Marrano Beach?
Yeah, and it's
under
so cool.
a freeway.
Yeah, I mean.
In Rosemead.
Yeah, exactly. So one time we went to someone's house and the grandma was just hanging out there. And they were like, yeah, grandma, they started a record label called Marrano Beach, and she just started laughing and was like, and just went on about it. And it was just awesome.
Cool.
Like, it was just so cool to hear people, engage in it.
Yes, and I have to tell you, I actually Googled Marrano Beach, and it was in Italy, and I'm like, oh, maybe she's Italian, but I think she's Latina. Like, I don't know. Maybe that's where her ancestry came from.
I mean, people from El Monte, Montebello, Pico, Whittier,
they know what's up.
Exactly.
And now we know what's up.
Yeah.
So Marrano Beach was in Rosemead under a freeway bridge, and it had sand and a body of water. How crazy is that? I wonder who created that?
I don't even know.
Sand? That's so crazy.
Yeah, now it's just cement and a little dirty
and all
lake.
cochino.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So this is Alissa. She is the founder. We have so many questions. She also brought t-shirts. You can check out her t-shirt right here. It's in black. God, I have so many questions for you. And then there's one in white. Now, how come the pig?
Okay, so another reason we thought about it, or the idea came about, was that my boyfriend's uncle actually gave him an old school shirt with that similar logo.
Oh, yeah, the little vato pig.
Exactly. So, but back then there wasn't like a bandana, there wasn't like these tattoos and all of these things. So we actually had our graphic designer kind of put a twist on it. But the shirt back in the day said, "Where in the hell is Marrano Beach?"
Oh my gosh!
Now we have "Where the hell is Marrano Beach Records?"
And now we know.
Yeah.
And so she's gonna give away. Alyssa's gonna give away a T-shirt. This one's mine. Did you hear? I put the S at the end. This one's mine. But so you can't have this one. But if you want to win a T-shirt, We'll let you know when you could call in, but jot down this number, 909-477-7321. I'll go ahead and put it in our messages here. But okay, so let's get this thing going.
Okay.
So your history, where did you grow up? Are you a SoCal girl?
Okay,
SoCal
yeah,
Latina?
Yeah. So I actually grew up in West Covina. But
Okay.
I also, hopped around from Pomona to West Covina.
IE.
Yeah.
She's an IE girl too, guys.
Yeah, so I lived in Pomona for a while, and then I moved back with my grandparents, so they live in West Covina, and I've been there ever since. So,
SoCal.
Yeah, so I actually went to Covina High School, which is like 5 minutes away from my house. But yeah, so I went there, and then I finally went to
What year did you
college.
graduate?
I graduated 2015.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to ask her age. I knew you're young. Gosh.
Yeah,
that
so
is
I graduated 2015, and then I went to college in the beautiful, dirty city of Lancaster, California.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Trip.
but you got an education.
I did. I actually only went there because I got a softball scholarship to go play.
Nice.
Yeah, it was
I
a
thought
small
I saw
private
that.
School. Yeah, it was just a small little private school, University of Antelope Valley. But what got me was that they had a fast track education pretty much. So I would go, I'd play my 4 years of softball. In 3 years, I'd get my bachelor's degree, and in one, I'd get my master's.
Oh my goodness. And you completed that.
Yeah, so it was like...
Nice work.
No summer, no spring break, no nothing. It was just straight, yeah.
That is rigorous, but you just did it.
Yeah,
You're
it was
just
terrible.
like, oh my goodness, in Lancaster too.
It was real bad.
But I have to tell you, and I don't know much about softball because we're a soccer family. Well, I'm trying to see if we're on here. Yep, we are. Because it's frozen on Facebook. So, just on our end, we're good though. But I have to say, softball scholarship is so hard. I'm sure.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's like a really. A lot of girls play it, and that's awesome. Women doing anything is really great. But yeah, there's so many opportunities. A lot of growing up, even myself, I thought, it's only these particular schools, and there's not. There's so many other opportunities. There's so many other divisions. I played NAIA. Growing up, I didn't know what that is. I mean, you probably don't even know what that is. It's just another, just a division of softball. There's these, you see like UCLA and all these really big colleges, and you dream big, and then, sometimes it just doesn't happen. But then you get an offer from a little college, and you're like, oh, well, that's just as good.
That's
you're
a
still gonna
big
get a
deal,
piece of paper
Alissa.
with
Yeah.
your degree and your name on it. So
I think that's a huge deal because I know my nephew plays baseball and it's extremely competitive, very political.
Yeah, very.
And so for you to get a full-on scholarship, regardless if it's in like Timbuktu or LA or, you know what I mean? That's a huge feat. That's an awesome accomplishment.
I mean, regardless, even though it wasn't that great of a time, I still got my education. I came out with 2 degrees, and
look at where you are now, girlfriend.
Yeah.
So, okay, so what did you study in college? What was your major?
So for my bachelor's degree, I studied business management.
Awesome.
And then for my master's, I just went along with business administration.
So cool, so smart, because everybody's all about entrepreneurship.
Well, there's just so many doors you can open, whether you want to do something on your own or you want to do something someone else is doing already.
Yeah, and then look at me. I studied at San Diego State Recreation Systems Management with the emphasis in travel. What I'm saying is you were smart with your selection of what you were gonna, minor and major in, and just the fast track where you didn't get any summers. And oh my goodness. Okay, so the next question: what inspired you? Don't tell us about the launching of Marrano Beach Records yet. We're gonna jump into that in a little bit. But what inspired you to just pick up and go, oh, okay, I want to start my own business? Because that's a huge, scary thing.
It is, but I feel like I kind of have it in my blood in a way. My dad has his own little business that he does. It's basically like serape blankets for Harleys, but they're speakers. Yeah, shout out to Bedrollas.
But say it again, louder.
Bedrollas, you can find them on Instagram, all that stuff. Yeah, so
that's
my
your
dad actually does that. Yeah,
So
I mean, seeing him do that, I was like, dang, like that's cool. And then
working for yourself.
Yeah, exactly. And then all the music I grew up listening to, or that I got into later on in life, and finally listening to the lyrics, Bob Marley, like working for the system, and like all this, all this stuff, and even like Rage Against the Machine was like, the man, like, and so
this is for the people of the sun.
Yeah,
heads up.
just like all of it. It's just like, man, I don't want to work for the man. I want to be my own man. Yes. So regardless of what it was, like I just knew I can't Like even with my regular job right now, I'm like, oh my god.
But that's a stepping stone.
No, and it is.
Yeah.
You have to build yourself. You have to get experience
and pay bills.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So you have to do it. I mean, it's just part of life, but you don't have to keep that life forever.
Exactly. And it's a stepping stone. I know a lot of people who started didn't, quite quit their day job yet. They just launched whatever their passion was, their business, and they weren't even making money yet, and so they were, doing this on the side to pay the bills. And then finally one day you're just like, okay, I could quit my day job. Yeah. Let's do this. Or you're not even sure about it, but you still do it, and it forces you to push harder. So good. Okay, if you're just tuning in, we were talking to Alissa Villa. I said it correctly, right? I'm so bad with names. I always have been, even when I was little. I'm so sorry. Founder of Marrano Beach Records. Marrano Beach out in Rosemead, guys.
No,
just in
it's
case.
under Rosemead.
Oh, under Rosemead. Yeah, okay. Because, again, I have to go back because I was Googling it and I'm like, man, I've been to every beach.
No, it's definitely not a beach. Like you think like Long Beach, Huntington Beach, definitely not that.
I thought it would maybe be stuck in like Long Beach, or somewhere in LA, but
yeah, he lives in Pico Rivera and it's about a whole 5 minutes away from there.
There you go. Yeah.
Relatively close.
I'm kind of bummed that it's not a place where you'd want to go hang out, because how cool would that be just to
we're going to try to make it like that.
Clean it up a little bit?
Maybe not clean it up, but just,
do something.
Exactly.
You should have a day. Know. You should have a day of all your fans. And
that's what I'm saying. Get a lift down there, get dropped off, because you literally have to park on the side of the street and walk under. Like you have to climb down.
That is so crazy.
But I mean, it'll do.
It has its own. It has its own logo and everything. And we are going to be giving away a T-shirt soon. Not right now, but you could call in. Jot this number down: 909. Here, I'm going to actually put it in here. 909. 477-7321. Okay, it has its own. What? It has its own logo. And then there I go. I'm like, I told him, oh, you guys put down your volume. And then it's because I'm so old, man. Okay, enough of talking. Let's get into the music. Now, I know there's some bands under your label. Yes. Tell us about one of them, because we're going to play this song right here.
Okay, so the Ruffalos. The Ruffalos is my boyfriend Rob's band.
Awesome.
He's sitting behind the camera.
Yes.
But yeah, I've been rolling with them since day one. They're super talented. No, seriously. If I didn't believe in them, I would kind of let people know. I'm not the type of person to sugarcoat it. Like people ask oh, your boyfriend's in a band? Like they're good? And I'm like, yeah, no, they're actually really good. And they're like,
I played them on my FM station.
Yeah. Really?
I played one of their songs. I know, that's what you sent me a song. I even tagged you on Instagram. He goes,
I didn't know that.
You played. And that's what I had my local artist spotlight on Hot 103.9 FM station.
What?
Yeah, so you guys were played in the IE, yo.
Sick. But yeah, no, people kind of think oh, well, he's your boyfriend, you're going to say he's good. But they're actually good. Every show that they've had, it's just such a freaking fun time. Mm-hmm. I'm always dancing. I'm there at every show, so it's not like I have never heard these songs before, but it's just always a good time. There's always people there supporting. I mean, they just interact so well with everybody, and their music is just filled with so much good stuff.
I gotta say it, so check this out. Here we go. This is actually called Marrano Beach, and this is by Ruffalo Soldiers. Here we go. This reminds me of my 20s. I lived in San Diego. This was the kind of genre of music we listened to.
It's just so fun.
Long Beach Dub All Stars.
Oh yeah, we love them.
Oh, and everything, and we are going to be giving you.
Check your mind, you better check your soul. Check it on there, right on at the door, because we've got no time for your thoughts tonight. We're just chilling here and we're pressing rewind. Rough, this reggae music make you feel so sweet. We got that reggae rhythm called Mrs. Irie, so light it up, smoke it up, it's never wrong.
Tell us about this song.
Okay, so this song is basically what we're about. In the beginning of the song, even in the promo video you made, it's Bob Marley speaking about what music is to him. And then in the middle of the song, you'll hear an interview from Weenie Roast when Sublime was talking.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah,
how cool!
So in that interview, they basically speak about how a lot of people don't really know how to classify Sublime. A lot of people don't know how to classify the Ruffalos. People are like, what genre? And you're like, well, I don't know. They sound like Sublime. Because it's so punk rock, it's ska, it's reggae, it's rock, it's just regular rock. It's all these things, but
DJ scratching.
Exactly. They just put everything into it. It's awesome.
I love it.
Yeah, it's so good. And
Yes.
at the end of the song, it's KRS-One, and his philosophy, I don't know if you've ever gotten into him, is just so, it's if people just like sat and listened to him, they learn a lot. And that's what the song is about, just paying homage to, you know, those who influenced us. You know, like I said, Bob Marley kind of made me want to do a little bit more with life, because that's what he's about.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I love it.
And even one lyric in there is like, we're all family here at Marrano Beach, and that's what we're built on. Family and friends and stuff. Yeah.
That's so awesome. This whole music, this genre, me being 47, so growing up here in Southern California, living in San Diego, living in Orange County, living in Santa Barbara, this is the music. And it's a genre that will never die.
Nope.
And it reminds me of surfing. It reminds me of Latino culture. It reminds me of just everything about
good.
SoCal.
Everything
yes.
good.
Skateboarding,
Exactly.
lowriders. I mean, it's just a mix of what Southern California is.
And that's the good thing about them, is that they'll fit in anywhere. The Ruffalo's will fit in anywhere. You know, if there's a punk show playing, they'll make it work.
Yes.
If there's a reggae show, they'll make it work. If there's a ska show, they'll make it work, and they'll be damn good at it.
Yeah, and I really wasn't going to mention this, but it also makes me want to like pop open a beer or two.
And that's what everybody says, and that's
and
the
chill
point,
out and just
you know?
kick back and hang out. Yeah.
I mean, what do you want to do when you listen to like Sublime? You want to just chill.
Yes, I love it.
Yeah.
I was listening to it when I was downloading it, and I played it again and again. So I love this song. So let's talk about Ruffalo Soldiers. So were they the first band on your label?
So it's kind of hard to say that, because it wouldn't have happened if it weren't for the two bands and the artists that we have. So there wasn't really one that was like a first band. It was just a base of 3 artists.
That was KRS-One.
Yes.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. But yeah, I mean, they were definitely, all 3 of them, as in Jabbermouth, Ruffalo's, Mosaic One, they were definitely building blocks. And I would definitely put them all on the same platform.
Cool.
There wasn't like one, we're going to start it because of them. It was all 3 of them.
That's so crazy. I couldn't even okay, so you might not know this, but Rag House Radio used to be Rag House Records.
Oh, okay.
So if you Google it, and I was going to open up a record label promoting all women, all genres. But then when I realized how much money you needed and what you needed to actually do to open up a label, I was like, I can't do any of this. So it evolved into Rag House Radio, because I still wanted to be part of that. And then look, Rag House Media now, it's all about promoting everybody. But what I was getting at was that your label, A Life in the Day of Alissa, what does owning a label do? Like just all the works, what your boyfriend does too.
Okay, so right now, like my main job is the merch, I would say.
Okay.
I think everybody who's on the team right now is really solid as far as knowing what kind of part they take. So, I mean, we've had people invest. Rob's invested. Marty's invested. You know, Buzz is invested. All these
Let's
people
give
have
a shout out to them. What do they do? Let's talk to them.
Rob is obviously the lead singer, and he does all the recording engineer stuff for the label. He's the lead singer for the Ruffalo's. Marty is bass for the Ruffalo's. And Buzz is the drummer for Jabbermouth.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so like I said, this is really just like a team effort.
Collaboration.
Exactly. If everybody's on board, then it'll work. But yeah, so I mean, a day in the life of me is I get home from work, and then I just go straight into the label.
Marrano Beach mode.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness, that's
so like
crazy.
right now. I mean, we just had the support we have is so awesome from family, friends, people we don't even know just because of the name. But so many people are buying shirts, sweaters, tank tops. I was like, have you ever had a run this big of having to buy shirts? He was like, no.
Oh my God. And I get one. I'm so excited. I'm going to sport that one.
Like, it's awesome. Like, he was like, you should order extra. I was like, no, that one's going to buy him, you know? And I was like, oh my God, I need extra. It's just insane. So like right now doing that, making sure everybody's getting their stuff, everybody's getting it shipped, you know, just so everybody is good.
Good. Yeah, that is so cool.
Yeah, and then his, you know, right now we're actually recording Jabbermouth. We're recording 3 songs for Jabbermouth. So he's been working with them. Doing all that stuff.
Okay, so this is what I asked her, and I normally don't ask him, but I was like, oh my God, what a team. Her boyfriend Robert records and edits and masters.
Mixes, masters, all that
Mixes
stuff.
and masters. Now that is the key thing of a label. I mean, that's what you do, and it costs money, and it's not cheap, and it takes a lot of time and creativity and just, you know, knowing what you're actually doing. So this is the awesome partnership of you two.
Yeah, and we're all like, the both of us were learning together, and since like I've never owned my own business, but I have a feeling I know what to do. And he's
you live and you learn.
Yeah, he's recorded as an artist himself, so he kind of gets the idea, and I can speak for him. And even when they were recording, he was always like up in there, like, "Oh, well, what are you doing?" You know, like learning, and that's what you're supposed to do. You know, like. And I mean, later on down the line, we would like to add more people, because when you surround yourself by the best, you become the best, you know.
And you learn, and you support each other.
Exactly. So we would like to do that. But I mean, for right now, I mean, trial and error.
That is perfect. I mean,
yeah, for the bands that we have, I mean, we're all really close friends. So if you don't like something, it's really easy to speak up and be like, no, or maybe, you know, try this, or.
Or hey, how about we, you know, do this instead, or something like that. And everybody's open to all everything, just criticism, or what is it called? It's
constructive
criticism or comments or suggestions. So that's what makes a company.
Yeah, it's a team.
And then of course you have to, you know, stand strong too, because you're the founder.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like,
She's like that.
I mean, but it is what it is. Like I said, I mean, I couldn't do what I do if it weren't for everybody else on the team.
It's a full-on collaboration. So, okay, so when I had asked the day in the life, so a record label, so let's say you found a band, you just happened to see a band that you want under Marrano Beach Records.
So, I mean, right now, like, speaking as of like right now, since everything's going on in the world, the whole COVID and everything, as a label, we have our own steps and standards that a band has to go through in order to even think about being signed in the first place.
Right.
So we basically, if you ever go on our website, there's like basically a diagram of
What's
everything.
your website?
It's www.marranobeachrecords.com.
And that's MARR.
Yep, and then you can actually find that on our Instagram page, Marrano Beach Records. It's in the bio as well, so you can just click on that.
So that's where they are. We're going to repeat that a bunch of times so you know who they are, where they are, and where they're at. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, so basically, one of our biggest steps, and even thinking about a band is, I mean, obviously, one, if they're good. You have to be good.
Is it a different? I mean, are you looking for certain styles, or is it? So
No.
all genres.
Yeah, I mean,
cool.
My biggest thing is if you're good, you're good.
That's how I
even
think.
our genres right now, it's like I said, reggae, ska, punk, first punk, and then hip hop. Like old school hip hop. So it's not like, oh no, we're only doing this. Like, no, if you're good, you're good. Like, please come.
How about mariachi music?
If you're good, you know, if you're good, exactly. We can throw people on there all day. You know, it's just like if you can work together, and you know, if one band is playing a show when we can play shows, and you need someone, and your bass player can't show up. Well, you know what, Marty can go.
Yes,
Marty can do it. So you need to be universal.
Absolutely.
And all of that stuff. I mean, we have the guitars from the punk band. Like, well, I want to write hip hop tracks. Like,
there you go.
Yeah, exactly. So really universal. Our other big one is a character check.
Okay, cool. So what Alyssa's doing right now is saying, you know, as of COVID, everything that's happening right now, it's not so much that they're looking like, you know, viciously for bands. But my question was, okay, Marrano Beach Records, what is it you look for in a band? First one, she said, if you're good, you're good. Okay, second one is character check.
Yeah, so character check pretty much. Actually, I like to say for the bands that have reached out, we really appreciate it. And I've explained to them what is going on right now. But this is going to explain a lot. So our character check, we're a very unique group of people, everybody in the team. And we're all very cool. So, I mean, if you can't get along with us, then it's probably not going to work out in the long run.
Hell no. Yeah, you better
like,
get along.
You don't want anybody at your table or on your team that you're just like, ugh, like that they're
don't
there.
Invite them.
Exactly. And that's not what family's about, families or friends, or that's not how you grow either.
Right.
So you have to pass the character check. And a character check is basically like, you're not going to play, we're not going to talk about anything related to that, but we are going to hang out. And if we all feel comfortable and, you know, there's no like wrong vibes or anything like that, then we can take it to the second or to the third step. And that's one of our biggest things. And since everything in the world is going wrong and you can't play shows, you can't do this, we can't go see a band live. I mean, if they can't play live, then kind of what are they to us? we can't hang out with anybody or we're not supposed to.
Right.
So it's kind of hard to take that step and, do it.
Exactly. So, okay, the first one is you have to be good. It doesn't matter what genre. Second is character check, which I think is so key. That's awesome that you said that. What's the third one?
The third one, you're going to be pretty much, as a team, we have the people on our team, pretty much our casting people who are going to determine, you're going to take all these different aspects, their music, how they behave around other people, how they conduct themselves, around us and around just people in general in public. Do we want that? Or is their music good? Do you think we could work with them? Because, as of right now, no one's making money off of this.
Right, right.
So it's
not right now.
No, exactly.
Yeah, it
so
will happen.
No one's making any money off of this. I'm not making any money off of it. He's not making any money off of it. So you're wasting our time if we can't. If we can't make you sound good,
exactly.
or if things like that. But we still offer services to the public.
Cool.
Yeah. So if you want to record with us, then awesome. Because you're just gonna have a freaking awesome team of people, giving their input. And that's another thing with the character check. If you can't take criticism, constructive criticism, then it's probably not going to work out.
Or have a big ego for that matter. Somebody walks in, tries to own the whole room, and then there's no collaboration. There isn't any meshing.
And that's how I feel with a lot of the local bands. Even the ones they play with, it's why do you have an ego?
Yeah,
we're all here at the same. You're all at the same place.
We're all on the same stage, dude.
We're all in the same place. I would get it, if you're good, and if you're good at what you do, then cool, you could do that. You probably shouldn't, but you can.
Right.
But that's one of our biggest things. So once you get past if you're good to even get a character check and you pass a character check, then I guess we all sit at a table and pretty much decide pros and cons. Can we work with these people? Can we escalate them to where they need to be, but also where all these other bands want to be as well?
Right.
Like I said, it goes with everything. You're only as strong as your weakest link.
Exactly. And if you're just tuning in, this is Alissa, founder of Marrano Beach Records, right here in Southern California. And she is the heart and soul, along with all her team.
Yeah.
Robert's here, her boyfriend, who also does the recording, the
Ruffalos.
From Ruffalo Soldiers. He does the recording, he does the mastering. So it's just like she's saying, it's just a big team collaboration. So let's check this song out right here. Let's listen for a minute, and then you could tell me all about it. This is cool. Sorry.
Exactly.
Hip-hop's dead, crypto's dead, a bunch of pseudoscience. Historically defiant, well-informed, self-reliant. Learned how to stand on the shoulders of giants. We drip, brass brain, breaking off styles. Debris meets the sea, endlessly stretched for miles. Some hide behind masks, some behind smiles. Me, I choose not to hide or live in denial. I'll walk out myself before I'm exiled. No name on the outside, looking inside for a while.
This is strong.
Off the charts.
Oh yeah, it's
parabolic.
hard.
Put my
For the kids, this is for the kids.
My wallet, certified organic. No,
I don't even want to talk over.
Check raise all about it. Best kept secret, fiber optically rerouted. It's Bitcoin crowded. This spaceship about to take off. It's headed to the moon. Steady for mass adoption. Ready to be consumed.
This is for the kids by who?
Mosaic One.
Mosaic World?
Mosaic One.
Mosaic One. Right here. This is what you're listening to.
Marvel Life Venom, Red Skull, Dr. Doom. Had some blue flowers, pick freshly bloomed. Too many earth people.
Who's the DJ? Who's scratching?
I honestly don't know. So this one wasn't actually recorded by us, but as you can see, based off of this, why wouldn't we want him?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, this guy's a straight veteran.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is he?
Just
Mosaic
awesome.
One.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
He's worked on so many different things, and they're all good. They're all good.
I was so bummed because I recorded it and I'm like 2 minutes and 16 seconds, man. I want this. This should be a 10-minute song, yo.
Yeah, no, but it's really good. He actually had a band called Brass Braid back in I don't know how many years ago. A couple years ago, that Rob actually would fill in every now and then, but it was just awesome, and he was the lead singer, and he would just go off. I never got the privilege to watch them, but just seeing videos that he has or other friends and family that they have showed, and I'm like, damn, like I wish I would have been there. You know,
Yeah.
It's so good. It just looked like a good time.
Well, we're going to go to shows soon. You know, that's up and coming.
I
So
hope.
we're going to see Ruffalo Soldiers, and we're going to see Mosaic One,
Yes.
all under Marrano Beach Records, her baby, along with all her partners and her boyfriend. So, okay, so did Mosaic One, did they reach out to you?
So
or
it's
did
actually
you?
just him. Mosaic
Oh,
One,
it's
is
all
him.
by
Yeah.
himself.
So
Okay.
I mean, he has people that give him that he gets beats from, and people just want him to sing over his stuff. I mean, I would.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, so basically, he's like I said, Rob used to fill in for him every now and then. The drummer of the Ruffalos actually used to play with him as well in that same band. So I mean, we're all connected in a sense.
Very cool.
So like I said, I mean, they're all really comfortable around each other. They know
Big
how each
family.
other work. Yeah, exactly. So we know what we're getting, and we know what they can do.
Right.
So it's awesome. I mean, Rob's made music with him where he just goes off on the things that Rob has made, and it's so good. And I'm not really too big of like I'm a fan of all genres really. Like I can listen to anything.
Me too. Yeah.
I even got to the point where I was like, okay, yeah, you can throw country on, like I'm gonna listen to it.
Exactly. Yeah.
But you're never gonna really ever hear me say to put on the radio now, just because the music, the hip hop that is being played, is just not my style.
Streaming is the future.
Yeah, but
Streaming
it's
is
not
the
even
future.
that. It's just like if this is hip hop and this is how it is, then play it all the time.
Yeah, because the other stuff isn't.
Yeah, no,
it's nothing.
Don't. Yeah, exactly. And this is just so good. So
Yes.
yeah, it's just so good. I mean, even like he's singing for the kids, and if you listen to the lyrics of it, he talks about Marvel, Venom, he talks about basketball, he talks about Bruce Lee, he talks about all these things that influenced him as a kid. He talks
Very
about
cool.
in the song he talks about Brass Brain. He just goes off about all these things that influenced him as a kid, so now he's singing it for the kids, you know, if they have the same influences, if they are into the same thing. It's just you give him anything and he just takes it.
And that's Mosaic One under Marrano Beach Records, and he's all by himself. Is he from Southern California?
Yeah, he's actually from Whittier.
Oh yeah. See what I'm saying? All this music, it just
Exactly.
tells stories about Southern California. You know, it's just like the whole shebang. Okay, so we talked about what you look for in an artist on Marrano Beach Records. Now, how has COVID affected the label? And I'm sure people tuning in, they can all pretty much answer this question, but we want to hear from you, like personally. And while you're doing that, I can't listen. See, I can't listen to this. I have to turn off my Bluetooth. So let me do that. Would you like to unpair your phone? Yes. Let me do this really quick while you're doing that. Okay, see, because I want to see what people are saying. But go ahead, do that, and I'm going to share my number so somebody could win a T-shirt.
Okay, so I think we have a little bit of a different story when it comes to COVID. I know a lot of people have been affected by it. It's a terrible, terrible thing that's happened to the music industry.
Right.
But I mean, we started this right when that happened.
Oh,
so we've only been a label technically since March.
Oh my goodness, congratulations.
Yeah.
But you know what I have to say for you saying that? It's like, look at how far you've already come. You have T-shirts, you have bands under your label, you already have some kind of business plan. So congratulations,
Thank you.
girlfriend. that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Okay, so you started right when COVID did his bad thing and showed his or her face,
Exactly.
however you want to, if it's a boy or girl.
And that's what sucks. I mean, as far as like, you know, Jabbermouth can't play any shows, Ruffalos can't play any shows, we can't take Mosaic One anywhere. You know, so that definitely puts a toll on it. And like I said, like one of our things when looking at a band is going to see them live. You know, can they bring, it's not even so much if they can bring people, but are they good live? Can they interact with the crowd? Can they do all these things? But how are we supposed to know that when we can't even go watch them play?
Right,
at a
because
bar
that's their
or at an
goods.
event, you know, anywhere. You're just not supposed to, it's just not safe. I mean, for anybody
or anything, but you know what you can do, and I know you guys dabbled in this, is live stream.
No, and we have.
Good,
So,
good,
I mean,
okay.
at any opportunity when someone hits them up or anybody and it's like, hey, you guys want to do live stream? Like, yeah, do it. What else? You have nothing else to do.
Yeah, live stream, and then
there's nothing else to do. But I mean, we've honestly just taken this time and ran with it and built so much. Like, we're just going at such a fast pace. It's so crazy. All the support we're getting, it's awesome. But like I said, just the pace we're going at, I don't think it would have happened if this hadn't had happened. Just because they would have been playing shows. Everybody would have been playing shows. We would have just kept doing what we were doing. And I honestly think, depending on what industry you're in or what you're doing with your life, if this didn't bring out like the hustler in you, then you're kind of doing something wrong, you know,
or you're kind of, taking a nap or something.
And there's just so many, there's just so much going on in the world right now. Like, you just have to invest in yourself and the people you believe in and the people you want to see succeed with you.
Well, you guys had the like perfect recipe. You were educated. And you were educated in business. Your boyfriend, knew what to do with recording and mastering music. I mean, you guys had the perfect recipe.
Yeah.
And then your buddies.
Yeah, I mean, he actually has his master's in social work as well.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so he's
you guys
really
are like overachieving Latinos, and I love it. So that is so awesome.
So he's really good at his whole career is based off of like networking, talking with people, things like that. I mean, even his job now. But it's just, it works. We're making it work. I mean, it's a power couple thing, in all honesty. Like, we have our goals in life, and if we're gonna reach those goals, then our friends are gonna reach them too.
Absolutely. Yeah, you just have to reach for the stars every day, and you will have crazy bad mornings. Have you?
No.
Good.
Really.
That is excellent. That's really good, because I know I have. Like, I'll wake up, I'm like, why am I freaking even doing this?
No, I mean, it's I can imagine me being like that, but with the amount of support that we're getting from friends, family, strangers, it's like, I wake up and I'm like, it just puts a smile on my face.
Everybody's giving you hugs all the time.
Exactly.
Well, like virtual.
Yeah, exactly. Like, elbows, but it's just so awesome. And I mean, I know he's been through that already with his band. I mean, you're playing for people.
Yeah.
But I've personally never really gotten that, like, on my own.
You're strong, girl.
So, like, softball, like, everybody's rooting for, like, the team. But it's like this. It's like, well, like, my mom's like, support my daughter. My dad's like, support my daughter. And people are, know, it's awesome.
That is so cool. And I could tell you're strong.
Thanks.
So I could just tell right when you walked in, you're like, oh, okay, here we go. And that's what you need. You need that resilience. You need that, like, power. Otherwise, people are just going to walk all over you, and then they're not going to take you serious.
Yeah, exactly.
So you got it, girlfriend.
Thanks.
That's so awesome. Okay, so we have another song. And this, I wanted to hear more. It's called Spaz Attack, and it's 1 minute and 30 seconds long, which reminded me of, let's see if you know this band, the Minutemen.
Yeah.
It's a punk band. So that's what it reminded me of. I'm like, oh, this is like kind of like the Minutemen. So let's listen to this.
This is Jabbermouth.
Here's Jabbermouth. I like it. There it is. That's it. Jabbermouth. And that's not just it. I wanted more.
Yeah.
I wanted more.
I mean, this album, we didn't record this album. This was someone else. But like I said, we just started in March, so we didn't even get the chance.
There's more to come.
Yeah.
You're going to be.
No, these 3 songs that they're recording with us right now. Oh my God.
I can't wait.
Are so good. Like, it's not even, I don't even know if it's halfway done yet, but I'm like listening to, like, he sends them to me, like little sneak peeks, and I play it over and over and over and over and over again in my car.
Because it's so good.
Yeah, and there's not even any words to it.
And that's Jabbermouth.
This is Jabbermouth. Yeah, I mean, God, punk should just make you want to punch someone in the face, and they do. And that's how people like, well, what are they? I'm like, I don't know. You listen to them and you just want to punch someone in the face.
Yeah, just show them a little love.
Yeah, I mean, when you can make someone feel like
aggressive
emotion through like sound waves, you've got it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Man, I grew up on punk, and I just remember going to old punk shows all over the place, and it's crazy.
I mean, I used to, when we could, go to punk shows. Like, I was in the pit, you know. So like, I'm waiting for the day that we can get them into a freaking venue where people are gonna pit, because I myself want to be in there.
Right. Oh my God, Alyssa's gonna be in the pit,
and I know people are going to join me because they're just so good. They're just, everything, all their songs.
I'll be there.
So good. Yeah, I mean, I listen to that album that song is on every day.
Every day.
Yeah. And
now's the time to start scheduling and start putting together that event, because an event is no joke, man. I'll tell you what, because I used to work for Live Nation, and for the Weenie Roast, you know, I worked for Irvine Amp, and then I worked at the Wiltern.
That's awesome.
And so if you need help with creating an event for next year, I would just say just start creating it for next year, start promoting it, and if it doesn't happen, you just keep moving it along whenever the date needs to be. And that's what we
actually are doing right now. One of our investors and our really, really good friends, who also has a lot of memories of Marrano Beach, his name is Jimmy. Awesome guy. But he actually at one point laid down concrete in his backyard so the Ruffaloes could play. Like, they played once where there was nothing but dirt, and he was like, no, this isn't gonna work. So he redid his whole backyard to accommodate them.
Does he do, because we're getting a spa tomorrow, and I need concrete laid out.
He actually had his cousin do it.
Oh,
I'll try to get him the number. Yeah, I'll try to get him the number.
Oh my goodness, that's crazy.
But he's always been supportive of everything that he's done, that I've done. He's just awesome. So when cool. I said the idea, like, oh, you know, I want to throw like a grand opening, like Marrano Beach party
2021,
exactly. So I mean, that was supposed to, you know, everybody thought this was going to be better by now, so we were like, okay, like June or the last Saturday of July. That's obviously not going to happen. And then we were like, okay, well, you know what, the last Saturday of August, that's probably not going to happen either.
Yeah.
And you know, we have to also respect him and, you know, how he feels about certain things. So that's pretty much on hold right now. But basically what we want it to be is just a showcase of who we have. So the Ruffalo, Jabbermouth, Mosaic one. You know, and Jimmy basically was like, no, we can have it at my house.
So cool. So like, I hope he has a big backyard.
And he does, right?
Okay, good. What city?
To the point, in Pico as well. Okay. He lives about like 2 minutes away from Rob.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, you could just walk your instruments over there. Your drummer is going to be so happy.
Yeah, so I mean, it's super close and it's super cool, but it's like in my brain, like this is just growing so fast and we have so much support and friends and family who are like into this with us, and it's just like, dang, like, you know, maybe we might need a bigger spot. So you
probably will.
And we just have like, I'm a really creative person, so just thinking of all the different little things that I can do with it, I'm like, oh my god, this is gonna be so fun. But this thing is really ruining everything, and I just want to have my party. But, you know, you have to respect everybody, and
just plan it for next year.
Yeah, so I think that's what we're gonna do.
8 months for an event. 8 months is considered like a good amount of time, maybe even a little bit more, to put everything together, because you're going to need so much stuff. We could talk. Okay. We'll talk about it. And Rag House Media would love to be there, interview all the people coming in and out. We would love
to have you.
That would be fun.
That'd be so awesome.
It'd be crazy. So I'm going to look. Let's see who's talking to us on Facebook. So we have Delilah. This one's mine. She's making fun of me because I said Delilah is our sponsor. Yeah, the founder of Hotbox Vintage. What's up, girlfriend? And we have Jerry Lopez. He's giving you some love. Conrad. Okay, Conrad. Sorry, dude.
That's my dad.
Oh, my goodness. Conrad. Mr. Conrad. I'm so sorry. That was so disrespectful. So how old is your dad?
I think
he's probably my age.
41.
Oh, I'm older than you. I'm older than you, Mr. Conrad.
I don't even know how old my parents are.
Yeah, that's okay. That's not important. Mr. Conrad, I'm so sorry that I called Pomona the IE. You know what? Us all IE people call Pomona and Claremont the IE, and they hate it. But you guys are like on the cusp of LA, San Bernardino. I know you want to claim LA, but so I hear you, Mr. Conrad. So Pomona is not the IE. Okay, we have Lainey Mendoza. So excited, she said. Robert Casas is what's up. He's giving you some love. Mark said, hey, and happy birthday, Vic.
Oh, that's so Rob's Nino's birthday.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Happy
Like I
birthday,
said,
Vic.
all of our support system is really so Rob's brother has a car club called Cholos.
Oh
Shout
my
out.
goodness.
So
Yeah.
Mark is also part of Cholos, and so is Vic. So
It's Cholos, right?
Cholos.
Cholos. How creative.
Yeah, right? Super.
Oh my goodness. I've always wanted an old car.
Yeah, so they're all a part of that as well. So I'm pretty sure they're all watching. That's probably why I said it.
They need to be at your show.
They will.
And you need to put, yeah, oh,
For
good.
sure. That's what
yeah.
I'm saying. I think I need a bigger spot.
You need a photo shoot in all their cars
Yeah.
too, right? Because those cars are gorgeous, man. Softball buddy, Jasmine. Jasmine
Yes,
Lopez.
yes.
What's up, softball
Hey,
buddy? Vanessa Torres said, love Raghouse Meetup. Ooh, I love you too, Vanessa Torres. Thank you so much. Conrad, Bedrolla's in the house.
That's my dad's company or business I was telling you about.
Shout out to that for sure. You inspired your daughter, and look at her. She's amazing. I put down Raghouse Media's phone number, 909-477-7321. Don't call yet because I have to put on my Bluetooth. Aaron said Masha's at home. All right, so show some love at home. Jabbermouth Legend said Robert. That's my granddaughter Irene. How
hey,
cute!
Grandma.
Oh my
I love her.
goodness! Hi, Grandma. Gosh,
That's
you
my
have a
person.
I don't know if you heard, Grandma, but your granddaughter is the triple threat: brains, beauty, and body. I hope I'm not upsetting
No,
you
you're
for
not.
saying that because, girl, if you have it, you might as well flaunt it. Victor, Uncle Vic, showing support. Let's see, Conrad again. It's all good. Oh, thank you for hosting my baby. Okay. I was, Melissa, we're only 18 years older than you, honey. Okay.
Oh, that's my mom.
Oh, hi, Mom. Melissa. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
these are just so young. I don't even know.
awesome support
I don't
system. Awesome support. Irene, good job, Moki.
Yeah, that's my nickname.
How cute you are. It's better than mine. Mine was Lulu. Let's see. Conrad, apparently math wasn't her strong point. Oh,
Whatever.
Sandra, Gma is watching. So thank you guys so much for
Oh,
supporting.
my grandma's watching. Hey.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think that's... Go ahead. Yay, my grandma's watching.
Excellent. So I'm going to turn on my Bluetooth really quick, and we are going to give away. I'm stuttering tonight. I don't know why. This is like the worst thing for a radio host.
It's okay. I told you I was practicing in the car and I had to get it all out.
Oh my goodness. I probably need to drink some more coffee or something. But so we have Marrano Beach Records t-shirts, and Alissa wants to give away one right now. So let me just turn on my Bluetooth so somebody could call in. They are amazing. This one though, I mean, they're so cute. And if you missed the story, this is similar. They added to it, but it's the old school Marrano Beach logo, but they added the bandana. And did he always have the cholo mustache?
No, all right. He actually did have the cholo mustache. Our graphic designer added the cholo belt, the beer. He added a little bit
Love
to the
it.
surfboard.
And the surfboard.
If you actually go to our Instagram, our very, very, very first post is actually of the shirt of which inspired us.
Very cool. So check that out. So I am just turning on the Roadcaster Pro. We are connected. So if you would like to win a t-shirt from Marrano Beach Records, go ahead and give us a call, 909-477-7321. Don't be afraid. This is the founder, the CEO, the entrepreneur, women in business.
Yeah.
Alissa, and not only that, but she was a softball queen and got her master's and her bachelor's in like 3 years. Oh my goodness! And you're saying you feel like you need to accomplish more. I couldn't even understand that. So give us a call, 909-477-7321 if you would like a t-shirt or if you have a question for her. We're like closing up here. Oh, here we go. Do you know them?
It's my mom, I think.
Let's see, just 1 second. Let me turn it on. Hello, thank you so much for tuning in to Raghouse Radio. Who am I speaking to?
This is Melissa and Serena, Alyssa's mom and sister.
Hey, Mom.
Yay! It's the mama. If you're here because of her.
Oh, yeah. Oh, but shout out to my sister because she just rotates Ruffalo's Marrano Beach shirts over and over and over. She's like a walking little billboard.
Oh my goodness. Mom, I have to tell you, your daughter is absolutely amazing, but I'm sure you already know that.
Thank you.
I do, thank you.
That is so cool. Would you like a t-shirt?
Sure.
No, we have enough. It's okay, you can give it to somebody else.
That is so cool. So, I mean, you're probably so proud of your daughter.
I am. I'm very proud of her.
And isn't it crazy for her to just, start this record label and it's Marrano Beach? Because I'm sure you have memories, right?
No, I don't. I grew up in Montebello, but not familiar with the Rosemead Picrovera area. But I am very proud of her. I didn't realize how important this was to her or how big it was till just listening to her talk right now.
Oh my gosh, I got the chills. That's what my mom and dad used to say to me. And I'm not young. So they're just like, we didn't know this was actually going on until, they're not even on Facebook. So that's cool that your mom's on Facebook. But so I just want to tell you again, Alissa is amazing, and we're so glad that you called in. And I wish I had something to give to you. I'll give you a Rag House shirt. I'll give it to Alissa. So you.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, and thank you so much for tuning into Rag House Radio.
Thanks, Mom.
Thank you. Bye, babe.
Bye.
Bye. And there it is. Without her, Alissa would not be here, or Marrano Beach Records. So if anybody else, we're down to 1 minute, 2 minutes here, 909-477-7321. Call in to win a Marrano Beach Record shirt. For right now, let's go ahead and play my favorite. And while we're playing this song, we're going to close up. I wish we didn't have to.
I know.
Time flew. Did you know it's almost an hour?
Yeah, no, I didn't. I thought we had a while longer to go.
It's because I'm so fun, Alissa. Just kidding. Can you imagine if we had a beer in front of us? We would have been down to zero people viewing. Alissa, can you be so honored to sign my label, please? And we're not going anywhere, so if you want to call in and win a t-shirt, 909-477-7321. Right after she signs a banner, we're going to tell you where you could find Marrano Beach on all their socials. We got a call. Here we go.
Hey, it's Aaron.
Does he? Just 1 second. Thank you so much for tuning in to Rag House Radio. Who are we speaking to?
Yo, what's up? My name's Aaron Kremen.
What's up, Aaron?
Hi, Aaron. How do you know Marrano Beach Records owners?
Just being a fan of the Ruffalos. Been a Ruffalo soldier for just about a year now.
Nice.
Proud representative of the music and the clothes and everything. So it was a no-brainer.
Nice. Very cool. Aren't you proud of Alissa?
Everybody, hell yeah. You're damn right. I remember the first time I seen the band play, and right away I was like, I'm going to get this T-shirt, because it was just Die Hard, and I've been a fan since that moment.
Oh, he won the T-shirt.
He actually was talking about the Ruffalo T-shirt, but yeah, he can win a T-shirt. Show.
You don't have a Marrano Beach T-shirt.
No, that's this moment.
Now you do. Congratulations.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right. Well, that's so cool. I wasn't sure because I knew you knew him.
Yeah. He
Alyssa's...
actually has he's his own artist. Hip hop, rap, all that stuff. He's great.
Nice.
And actually, one of his videos, if you can find it, I'll throw in a koozie to whoever's watching. If you can find the video where he's wearing the Ruffalo shirt, I'll throw in a koozie.
I much love that. Do that.
All right, Aaron, where are you calling from? What city?
I'm in Culver City.
Oh, nice. Well, thank you so much for tuning in, and congratulations. You are the winner of a Marrano Beach T-shirt.
Hey, to both of you guys, everybody at the label, I just want to say cheers to you.
Nice. Cheers.
Cheers, dude.
Salute.
Take care, y'all.
All right. Have a good night. Thank you for calling in.
Thanks, Aaron.
All right. So we have a winner right there. Aaron won the T-shirt. Now let's do this. All right. I don't want to say bye. Thank you so much for signing my banner. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
I told her, I'm like, you guys need to come back. Because you know this is going to blow up. And she's going to roll in her Range Rover, whatever your Mercedes. Just be all, oh yeah, we have like 20 bands under our label and I'm making lots of money.
I hope.
Yes, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, manifest.
Good vibes, man, for sure. So where can we find Marrano Beach Records?
You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all of those things, all of our bands. You can find on all the streaming platforms. Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, Apple Music, all that good stuff. If you want any merch, just go ahead and head on over to our Instagram. You can go ahead and send us a DM. send us what color, size, all that good stuff, your address. We'll either drop it off, you can pick it up, we'll ship it to you, all that good stuff. If any bands, artists, if you're interested in us, please shoot us a DM or go on our website. There's a submission place that you can just send us all your information at. And yeah, we'll check it over. If you guys want any services, please come and hit us up. We'll definitely are willing to help you guys.
Nice. And there you have it. Alissa, founder, CEO of Marrano Beach Records. Power to you. Latinas in the house, entrepreneurs. I had to throw that in.
Yes.
You guys have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will talk to you soon.